So today, we're going to be trying something totally new. Cartoons are my life, and Cartoon Network growing up was the place to watch cartoons. It's my childhood. So today, I'll be making my own Smash Bros-like roster for Cartoon Network characters. I tried hard to include the heavy hitters, you know, the franchise icons, and everybody that you know, and some memorable side characters and villains to mix it up. So I didn't try to just get all protagonists, but I'm not gonna lie, I failed horribly, but I tried. Also, I tried to limit it to 3 characters max per franchise, so we don't have one franchise overexposing itself and taking up most of the roster. Also, I'm mostly including characters from 1995 to present day. So a lot of the classics like Yogi Bear, Pink Panther, Wacky Races, Tom and Jerry, you know, a lot of them from the 1940s all the way up to the late 80s, early 90s won't be included because, in all honesty, a lot of them are the same old gag characters. So unless they are really iconic or I really feel like having them on the roster, they will not be on the roster. And making something like this, obviously not everyone's going to make the cut. That's why we could possibly have a part 2 or 3 featuring DLC characters in this. This is all just for fun at the end of the day. But before we start, like I said, everyone couldn't get in. So here are the people who got cut and who are probably just going to be DLC characters and later on in the future video, so whatever. Jasper from Steven Universe, Atomic Betty, Adam and Jake from My Gym Partners of Monkey. They were going to be included as a pairing. Large majority of Ben 10's aliens, a solid 99% of them, because Jesus Christ. Mojo Jojo, pretty much all of the Total Drama characters, including Chef Hatchet, who was probably #1 in making this, but once again, he got cut, probably just future DLC. Gwen and Kevin, Titan from Symbiotic Titan, Crypto the Superdog, and as another pairing, Flapjack and Captain Knuckles from the Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack. Like I said, they could easily all appear in a future video because Cartoon Network has so much material to work with. But let's just get into this video. First things first, we got to get the host and announcer out the way. Me personally, I was going to pick Andrew WK from Destroy Build Destroy because I really love his energy. But I can already hear people in the fucking comment section going,
"Oh my god, you're making a Cartoon Network game and the first thing you do is pick someone from live action CN, the worst era in Cartoon Network history. Oh my god, you don't know shit."
Shut the fuck up! Shut up! So I decided to change so I didn't have to deal with all that. So I picked Chris McClain instead. Are we all happy? Happy? Good. Now let's get to the roster. Coming in at #1, we have Courage the Cowardly Dog. He would be a lightweight character who could use his various types of shape-shifting abilities, ability to literally pull objects out of thin air, and whatever Courage has to do to get the job done. He's a scrapper type character. I haven't really thought of an ultimate for Courage yet, but if you have an ultimate for Courage, please leave a comment in the comment section down below. But Courage definitely has to be on this list. Coming in at #2, we have the demon born from the black mass of darkness himself, Aku. Aku 100% was going to make this roster no matter how many cuts I made, no matter how many people I swapped out. Aku is never going to leave. He is easily going to be a heavy powerhouse, a monster, a heavy who is fast because he can fly, he can shapeshift, and that'll be a part of his moveset. And his ultimate clearly is going to be that black hole to send you back in time. Well, not really back in time in this instant. It's actually just going to be to deal heavy damage, but you get the idea. Coming in at #3, we got Jake the Dog. We all know what Jake the Dog does. Stretches, shape shifts, come on now. It's Jake the Dog. He's that guy for real. I love Jake. Jake was always going to make this roster. Coming in at 4, it's another heavy hitter. It's the rock monster himself from Chowder. It's Schnitzel. He is going to use all of his power, some kitchen utensils. Maybe he'll throw Chowder in his moveset too. Maybe, who knows? Maybe he'll use Mung Dol. But Schnitzel is another powerhouse that we have in the game, and his ultimate, I could easily 100% seeing him just choking out the opponent, no questions asked. Or just running through a wall and his opponent just gets in the way, whichever one works for him. Coming in at #5, we have Generator Rex. He's going to bring his nanites, he's going to bring his giant robot fist and his giant robot legs, and he's just going to fuck people up on the battlefield. I'm not going to lie to you. I see him as a medium-sized character who hits like a heavy character. His ultimate is going to be him and his monkey sidekick Bobo Haha, and they are going to lay down they're probably just going to do what they did in the show. Bobo's going to set it up, and Rex is just going to knock him out the park. But either way, Generator Rex is going to be a fun, medium-sized character who's going to hit hard, and I can see people loving him if this roster ever did, become reality. It won't, but, it'd be fun. Here we go. We got Garnet at number 6, and out of all the Crystal Gems, Garnet was 100% going to make it. She can have super strength. She can do weapon summoning. She can do, I think it's called electrokinesis. She can manipulate electricity and stuff like that. And she can fuse with Steven for her ultimate. Garnet is 100% the best option, in my opinion, to be in this video game. Number 7, we got Finn the Human. Finn the Human, I can see him being a very up-close, medium character. He can use his sword. Well, he has, let's just get it out the way. He can really just use any type of sword for any type of attack. He can use his fist, he can use his sword, he can use his feet. And for his ultimate, I see him 100% using the Jake suit as his ultimate attack. It literally cannot be anything else. It is the Jake suit. You get the Jake suit and you control it and you deal out more damage than usual. It only lasts 5, 8, no more than 10 seconds. It's the Jake suit for his ultimate. A surprising entry for most, but a 100% guarantee for me. It is Robodexo 2000 from Dexter's Lab. I was thinking of having Dexter or Mandark, God forbid, Dexter's dad or Mandark's dad when they had that huge fight. But I want another heavy hitter. I want another large character. We could throw Robodexo in there. It's a giant robot. It has super strength. It can fly. It can shoot energy blast. And it really is just a boxer. It would just be a big-ass boxer on the field. And you'd really just have to scrap with him. Next up, we have the final form of Robot Boy. Not the second form that we normally see him in for 95% of the episode. The final form after he gets pissed off. He can fly. He also has, well, not super strength, but he can throw down because he's a robot. He's a medium character. He can use Energy Blast. He can use his laser. It's a robot. Come on. It's Robot Boy. Look up Robot Boy. It's great. Representing Gumball, we have Darwin, Raglan, Caspian, Ahab, Poseidon, Nicodemus, Watterson III. He is going to be a trickster character. He's going to hit you with all types of tricks. And I just wanted to say his name for real, in all honesty. I don't know what the hell he's going to do out there. But we all know Darwin can get down. He can turn into Darkwind. Come on. Who doesn't like Darwin? And next up, we have Bugs Bunny. Thankfully, this video is dropping after Multiverses came out, so just copy and paste them over here and boom, you got yourself a Bugs. Next up, we have the lovable oaf himself, Ed from Ed, Ned, Netty. You already know we have to throw Ed in there. Master fucking powerhouse, but he's gonna pick up a tree and fucking hit you with it with his ultimate because he has a pebble in his shoe. Or his ultimate could just be him getting in that car, screaming cheese and macaroni and running everybody the fuck down. Whatever it is, Ed is going to be that heavy hitter who is impervious to damage, takes hits, and just fucking hits them back even harder. We need Ed in this game if it was ever to happen. Ed is going to 100% be repping the cul-de-sac in this game. Representing DC superheroes, we're going to have Cyborg. And you already know, Cyborg from Teen Titans, he's going to be fucking that shit up. He's going to have his jet blast cannons. I can see him kind of having a self-healing type move ability or whatever. Because, he is part machine. And he can improve himself and make himself better through upgrades and shit over time in the show. So I can see him having some sort of self-healing technique. He can have Sonic Boom Blast. He can, dude, I can just see Cyborg being a jack of all trades for the powerhouse people. Chomping up the competition at 14, Chowder is going to bring those special talents to the stage. I can easily see him doing the same thing that Kirby does, not the floating, but I can see him sucking people up, spitting them out. I can see him using utensils as weapons like he did against Gorgonzola in the Sniffle Ball episode. And Chowder's a very imaginative dude. I can see him using his imagination in his attacks. Like that episode where they drew the crayon, where he had the crayon and he was drawing all those people in that white background. I can see him transforming, not like Robot Boy transforming, but shape-shifting as well. Honestly, I can see Chowder doing so many things. They can do so much with Chowder. Hell, his ultimate, they can have him break the fourth wall. And I don't know how they're going to implement that, but we could have kind of a fourth wall break, and Chowder's going to be like, man, how do you guys think I should do this? And he just, I don't know, he hits you with something. I don't know. I think it'd be pretty cool. Next, we have Samurai Jack, and you already know Jack is going to be using that sword. Jack is going to be using martial arts. Jack is going to be an all-around, just badass medium weight fighter. And his ultimate, you can just have him hack and slash for the ultimate and call it a day. Stepping out of the park and entering the Cartoon Network Smash Bros. Smash stage, we got Mordecai from regular show. Honestly, Mordecai is going to be a medium brawler, getting all up in your grill, fucking you up with punches and kicks, and he has no shortage of attacks because regular show is a wild show. He can use the death jump, the death block, the death punch. He can use the fist of justice. If you want to, you can just make him a straight up boxer if you really feel like it. His ultimate attack, I'm thinking between either the fist of justice or he can just be that giant anime mecha robot that him, Rigby, the baby ducks, and all of them were, and the people in the park. You have no shortage of options when it comes to regular show, in all honesty. That show is insane, and they have so much to pull from. Coming up next, we have Nicole Watterson, the other Amazing World of Gumball rep that is in Darwin. And much like Mordecai, I can see her just getting all up in your face, using her karate, using her anger to kind of do like force field kind of attacks, like a scream type of attack, like I can see Courage doing. And her ultimate, it would have to be her going all anime mode, and just her attacks getting stronger, her getting faster. And it's simple. Sometimes less is more. Sometimes the obvious choice is the best choice, and that would be her ultimate. At 18, we have the Grim Reaper himself. He's going to use his scythe. He's going to use his magical abilities. He's going to bring that Jamaican accent, man. That was fucking awful. Don't ever let me do that shit again, YouTube. But he's going to bring that Jamaican accent, and he's going to bring his really versatile moveset to the Smash stage. And I honestly don't even know what his ultimate would be. After doing the research and just seeing what he can do, like, Grim actually gets his ass kicked quite a lot. And I can't really pin what his ultimate attack would be because he constantly gets his scythe taken away from him. And he has so many magical powers that he does use in the show that are really useful. So you take your pick, in all honesty. And following up Grim, we have Billy and Mandy as a pairing. I was initially going to leave all three of them, like, you know, separate characters. I was going to make them all three separate entities. But at work, when I was writing this down on the sheet of paper, Mackenzie was just like, well, you can just pair them. You can just give Billy and Mandy, like, the same slot. Because what different things do they do with each other? And then the more I thought about it, the more I was just like, you know, Mackenzie, you're right for once in your miserable fucking life. So here you go, Billy and Mandy as a pairing. I don't know what their ultimate would be. Their moveset, honestly, you could have them pair up to be like the karate Billy and Mandy. Or you can just have that as a unique outfit. But in all honesty, they have a lot to pull from. Coming in from protecting the city of Townsville to bring their fucking powers to the stage is the Powerpuff Girls, Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup. They're all interchangeable. They're all in one slot because with the exception of Freeze Breath and Laser Eyes and one other special fucking power that I'm sure Blossom has that I forgot about, they're pretty much the same fighter. I don't care what you say. They are the same fucking thing. And you know their ultimate is going to be them doing that thing where they all spun together in like that little vortex thing, and they're going to fuck you up. As simple as that. 21, we have Accelerate from Ben 10, a light Quickster character. And I honestly needed this speedster because I was looking at my roster, and I was like, man, you know what I don't have? Someone who's fast. Someone who's like Sonic, who's just going to sprint around that fucking stage and piss you off. So that's what Accelerate is. Honestly, just a speedster. Doesn't take a lot of damage to knock him off, but you're going to have to catch that motherfucker. 22, we got Dee Dee from Dexter's Lab. I can see Dee Dee being a trickster type character. She is going to be the light one. She's going to have like some of the highest jumps. She's going to float around because she dances, and I can see her attacks kind of acting as a dance type thing, you know? Like every single one of her attacks or movements, she's dancing and destroying stuff and fucking people up. That's what she does in the show. If you watched it, she just goes around destroying the lab. She's like, la 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 la, and just fucks it up by dancing or just being Dee Dee. So that's what I can see her entire moveset being based off of. I have no idea for her ultimate. This is why I have y'all. Here we go. Up next, we have the last Ben 10 rep for the hero side. Hint, hint. We have Forearms. In my opinion, he is the most iconic Ben 10 alien. You have Heat Blast, you have Forearms, you have Jet Ray, and then I don't know, who is the most iconic? You also have Alien X, but in my opinion, Forearms is 100% the most iconic Ben 10 alien. It had to have him in here I had to have I honestly could have just had a Benson alien for every slot, like a medium, a light, and a heavy. But who cares? I love forearms, and he deserves it. Genuinely, he deserves it the most. After forearms, we have the Immortal Yeti from the park. We have Skips. He is going to be very similar to forearms, except he's going to have 2 arms. But he's also going to be a heavy character who is not slow, because he skips around everywhere. He's going to fuck you up. He's big. He's strong. His ultimate is 100% going to be those Fists of Justice. I was talking about it earlier with Mordecai. He is 100% going to have the Fist of Justice as his ultimate attack. And you already know, out of all the park dwellers, you want Skips on your team. Here we go, 5 people left. 25, we have Father from Codename Kids Next Door. I have always wanted to see Father implemented in a fighting game. Would he just be the Human Torch? Yes. Would it be awesome? Absolutely. Let's put him in there. 26, we have number 1, or number 1 from Kids Next Door as well. Father's nephew, in case you don't know that little piece of lore, because you didn't fucking watch Kids Next Door Operation Zero, you piece of shit. But anywho, we have number 1, who I feel as if is the most well-suited to represent Sector V, Sector A through Z, every single Kid Next Door operative. I wanted to put number 2. You could kind of put him in a plane and all of his attacks could be aerial based. He would never really be on the ground. I wanted to put number 5, but I feel like she's just a less refined number 1. You could put number 4, who's just another brawler, but he'd be really short. So, you know, who cares? And then you'd have number 3, who I consider her in like Dee Dee. She'd be a trickster and she would like dance hit you or throw rainbow monkeys at you. But anyway, I felt like number 1 was the most he was the best well-fitted for this game, in all honesty. Flashy-ass rocket boots. Number 27, we have Beast Boy. We all know what Beast Boy does. He transforms. Now, what animals would I give him? I'd probably give him his most iconic ones from the TV show, not really the comics. So I'd give him a pterodactyl for aerial attacks. I'd give him a dinosaur. I'd give him a gorilla. I'd give him a cheetah. And the 5th one, I'm not really sure. But I know for a fact those 4 would be in there. And he could also have his own standard attacks, but his attacks and combos would be implemented into him turning into an animal. Or he could just turn into an animal and then just fight as them the whole fight. Who knows? Who cares? Next up, we have Vilgax from Ben 10, the OG big bad villain. For all of you filthy fucking casuals, you can consider him Ben 10's Thanos. Okay, do you get it? I've been gotten it, but just in case you casuals don't know who Vilgax is, he was OG Ben 10's biggest enemy. Whenever you talked about the big villain, right? You know, you always was shaking in your boots because you heard Vilgax. He was the one who would just never go away. He wanted that Omnitrix. He wanted universal domination. Vilgax is here on the stage to fuck you up, to fuck Ben up, and to win. And I love Vilgax, so yeah, please respect Vilgax. Love for Vilgax in the comment section. Second to last, we have Johnny X. Not with Super Dookie, but Super Dookie would definitely be implemented in that ultimate. I just feel as if they can both be their own standalone fighter. Honestly, if you want to throw Super Dookie with Johnny X, you can do that. I don't really care. I just wanted to keep Johnny by himself because, like I said, I feel like he could stand alone as a fighter. And we could use his alternate outfits to make him like regular Johnny, or we can make him like Mutant Boy Johnny, or we can make him Fat Boy Johnny, and then you can watch Fat Boy Johnny just go fuck people up. I think that'd be pretty funny. Fat Johnny with the PH. But yeah, Johnny X, 29. Last but not least, you have Eduardo from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. When I first showed my friends this list, there was about 4 of them in the room. Every single one of them were pleasantly surprised to see Eduardo, especially Mackenzie. Every single one of them was especially surprised to see Eduardo, and they all loved it. They were like, oh my god, Eduardo, wow, we love Eduardo. And then they remembered Foster's Home, and then they were like, oh dude, Eduardo has to be in there. So seeing their reaction for Eduardo, hopefully if you made it this far in the video, you had a really nice reaction for Eduardo. If you watched Foster's, you love Eduardo 100%. Or maybe you hate him and you're just retarded. Who knows? But Eduardo, he had to be on there, man. And just like that, we have finally made it to the end of this video. If you have made it this far, thank you so much. This is easily like totally the most different thing I've probably ever done on this channel. And I plan on doing more unique things like this, things that are different, things that I really, really, really want to do and not just the normal shit that I really do on this channel, man. But like I said, if you made it this far, thank you so much. Thank you for Mike Isn't Real, the main YouTuber who got me inspired to do this. There are tons of videos like this on the internet, but it wasn't really until seeing his roster videos of building a roster for a Disney Smash Bros. That I really, really took the initiative to make this video. So thank you so much. You know, go check his channel out. Go support his videos. His videos are really good. But with all that being said, man, like, share, subscribe. Any of your ideas for fighters, any of your ideas for stages or whatever, because this next video I'm probably going to do stages and costumes. So if you have any ideas, leave your comments down in the comment section below. Let me know what you thought of the video. Have a great day, afternoon, night, evening. Man, I'll see y'all in the next video, man. But first, we're going to watch me catch this live real quick. Woohoo! I'll see y'all.